So you think you've seen God-tier anime? Think again. I'm about to drop 10 series that don't just go hard, they go divine. We're talking OP characters, insane animation, storylines that hit harder than a truck win, and comebacks more satisfying than seeing your ex's party get wiped in episode 1. These aren't your everyday shonen shows. These are the ones that make you binge till 4 a.m., then question your life choices at sunrise. From slum-dwelling healers to immortal kings, from Yakuza lovebirds to fiery warriors, this list has it all. And hey, if you disagree with my rankings, I respect your opinion, but I'm still right. Grab your snacks, brace your feels, and let's dive into the top 10 god-tier anime that are too good to be ignored. Trigun Stampede is a bold, beautiful reboot that reintroduces Vash the Stampede with fresh animation and deeper emotions. He's still the goofy, peace-loving gunslinger we know, but this version gives more insight into his pain, his past, and the people he couldn't save. The desert planet is rougher, the gunfights are wilder, and the emotional punches hit harder than a sand steamer crash. Studio Orange's CGI is next level. It doesn't just look good, it feels cinematic. Vash is caught between hope and despair, trying to protect people who don't understand him, while his brother Knives brings pure chaos. Every episode dives deeper into what it means to choose peace in a violent world. And let's be honest, only Trigun can make you cry 1 minute, then laugh the next without missing a beat. Whether you're new to the series or a returning fan, Trigun Stampede earns its place among the legends. Vash is back, and he's god-tier all over again. Trigun Stampede is a visual masterpiece with bullets, heart, and a whole lot of ash. The animation is buttery smooth, the world is wild and dangerous, and Vash the Stampede? A gunslinging legend with a smile that hides oceans of pain. It's action-packed, emotionally deep, and every scene feels like a sci-fi western fever dream. Trigun isn't just back, it's evolved, and it's glorious. What if you could be reborn in a magical world with all your memories, and all your regrets? That's the hook of the beginning after the end, and trust me, it delivers. Arthur Lewin was a king in his past life, powerful, rich, but empty. Now, he's reborn into a fantasy world where mana rules and monsters roam, but this time he's determined to live right, protect his family, and grow stronger without losing his soul. From magic academies to intense battles, this anime has it all: world building, emotional depth, and that irresistible underdog energy. Arthur isn't just strong, he's smart, calculating, and always one step ahead. But the threats are growing fast, and peace never lasts. With stunning visuals, deep relationships, and plot twists that'll leave your jaw on the floor, this series turns the reincarnation trope into something truly epic. It's like Mushoku Tensei, but with less fan service and more heart. Definitely god tier. The beginning after the end is what happens when you take a king, kill him, reincarnate him as a baby, and give him magic stronger than plot armor. Arthur Lewin isn't just overpowered. He's a walking cheat code with the manners of a gentleman and the combat skills of a final boss. From training with elves to fighting dragons, this anime throws him into danger like it's a sport, and Arthur's just casually leveling up like it's a side quest. It's got epic world building, emotional depth, and battles that hit harder than your Wi-Fi cutting out mid-fight. If you're not watching it yet, you're seriously missing out. If you're into slaying demons with a side of mystery, Sword of the Demon Hunter is your next obsession. The story follows a wandering warrior who carries a cursed blade, one that demands blood in exchange for power. But this isn't your typical demon hunting revenge plot. It's layered with ancient lore, political corruption, and an atmosphere so eerie you'll feel the chills through the screen. The main character doesn't talk much, but when he does, It's either a lesson or a warning. The fight scenes are clean, fluid, and brutally satisfying. Demons here aren't just monsters. They have tragic pasts and twisted motives that make each fight personal. Add to that a haunting soundtrack and cinematic visuals, and you've got a dark fantasy that punches above its weight. It's not just demon hunting, it's survival, sacrifice, and spiritual warfare. If you like Dororo or Mugen Train's vibes, this anime takes it a step deeper. A true god-tier underdog. Sword of the Demon Hunter is pure dark fantasy fire. The action's sharp, the demons are terrifying, and the MC? Colder than ice and deadlier than any curse. Every slash is cinematic, every moment intense. This anime doesn't play. It slays. Forget what you know about romantic comedies. Yakuza Fiancé takes arranged marriage and adds guns, gangs, and glorious drama. When two rival Yakuza families try to end their feud by marrying off their heirs, sparks fly, and not the romantic kind. Our leads are complete opposites. She's cold, calculating, and deadly with a katana. He's lazy, charming, and barely Yakuza material. But somehow they make it work, or do they? With tense mafia politics, over-the-top family drama, and unexpected emotional depth, this anime balances romance with a dangerous edge. One second you're laughing at their awkward dates, the next you're dodging bullets. The chemistry is wild, the animation is sleek, and the storyline hits harder than a gang war. If you're tired of typical rom-coms and want something spicier, Yakuza Fiancé is the perfect ride. Just don't bring flowers to this love story, bring backup. At first glance, the MC in Yakuza Fiancé looks like your average polite, well-dressed young man. Then boom, he's slicing through gangsters with a smile like it's afternoon tea. He talks calm, walks cool, but behind that charming face is pure chaos wrapped in a tux. Bro's got manners and murder instincts. Deadly combo. From the mind of Shinichiro Watanabe, the genius behind Cowboy Bebop, Lazarus drops like a thunderbolt. Set in a futuristic world where a miracle drug called Hapuna cures all diseases, things take a dark turn when its creator vanishes, and suddenly, the cure becomes a death sentence. Now, elite agents known as the Lazarus team must hunt him down before the whole world collapses. This anime blends jazz, action, cyberpunk, and deep philosophy like only Watanabe can. The visuals are insane. Think sleek sci-fi with brutal martial arts, stylish gunfights, and a killer soundtrack that hits harder than any boss battle. It's fast-paced, mysterious, and oozing style in every scene. If you love anime with real-world questions, like what does it mean to be saved, and who do we trust when everything breaks, then Lazarus will blow your mind. It's not just a story, it's a wake-up call wrapped in god-tier animation. Lazarus isn't just anime, it's a full-blown adrenaline shot to the eyeballs. With mind-blowing animation and fight scenes that make you forget to blink, this is peak sci-fi action. It's slick, stylish, and every episode hits like a punch from the future. If cyberpunk had a baby with pure coolness, it'd be named Lazarus. This anime flips the script. The main character used to be part of an elite adventuring team, but when they get too arrogant and start losing sight of their values, he leaves. Instead of chasing fame, he becomes a teacher to struggling adventurers. But here's the twist, his students aren't just talented, they're broken, feared, or underestimated. He doesn't just teach them to fight, he gives them purpose. It's wholesome, intense, and full of unexpected growth. Battles aren't just about power, they're about strategy, trust, and heart. And as his students rise through the ranks, the world starts to notice. The original party? Yeah, they start regretting everything. The animation balances action with warmth, and the storytelling is both inspiring and addictively satisfying. Think My Hero Academia mixed with Wise Man's Grandchild. If you love redemption arcs, teaching moments, and power building done right, this anime deserves its God tier crown. Zenith was nothing but a slum orphan. No family, no privilege, just raw talent and healing magic. After clawing his way into an adventuring party, he becomes their go-to support. Always healing. Always saving lives. But when they no longer need him, they toss him aside like he was nothing. No thanks, no honor, just a single gold coin and you're dismissed. That would break most people. But not Zenith. Instead of chasing revenge, he returns to the slums. The same streets that raised him become home again. But this time, he's not just surviving. He builds a hidden clinic in an abandoned building and begins healing the sick, the injured, and the forgotten. But here's what makes Zenith different. His healing magic isn't just good. It's legendary. He performs miracles with ease. Ancient curses? He removes them without breaking a sweat. Life-threatening wounds? Gone in seconds. All while acting like it's nothing. And he's not alone for long. He's joined by Lily, a runaway elf with a tragic past, and Carmilla, a ghost who lives upstairs. Together, they form the unlikeliest of families. While nobles and warriors chase glory, Zenith saves lives in the shadows, slowly becoming a myth whispered among the slum folk and feared by the elite. And of course, his old party starts to hear the rumors. The same healer they dumped? Yeah, turns out he might be one of the most powerful beings alive. This anime blends emotional storytelling, underdog energy, and satisfying karma into every episode. Zenith doesn't scream, he doesn't flex, he just heals. And he proves that strength isn't always loud. Sometimes, it's quiet, kind, and hiding in the darkest corners of the city. This is what God tier anime is made of. Windbreaker Season 2 cranks up the heat with even more street racing, raw rivalry, and teenage rebellion. Our hero Haruka is back, faster, stronger, and even more obsessed with winning. The stakes are higher, the roads are meaner, and the animation? Pure adrenaline. This season digs deeper into team battles, introducing wild new opponents that bring out Haruka's darker side. We get killer backstories, emotional rivalries, and of course, brutal drift showdowns that make your heart race. And it's not just about speed, it's about loyalty, brotherhood, and the price of ambition. Every episode feels like a full-speed chase scene, and by the end, you're left breathless. Whether you're into street culture or just want to see young punks chase greatness with reckless passion, Windbreaker delivers. No filler, no fluff, just nitrous, neon, and non-stop tension. This is what God tier sports anime should feel like. Fire Force Season 3 blasts in hotter than ever. Shinra's flames are stronger, the enemies are tougher, and the world building finally explodes with big answers. This season goes full throttle on lore, introducing the secrets of the evangelist, and the true nature of spontaneous human combustion. The animation? Studio David Productions went insane. Every firefight is a visual inferno. But what makes Season 3 stand out is the emotional stakes. Characters are pushed to the edge, and the bonds of the 8th Squad get tested like never before. There's betrayal, loss, and those moments where the soundtrack kicks in and goosebumps follow. If you thought this was just a flashy action series, think again. It's about faith, science, and fighting to keep hope alive in a world that's literally burning down. From laughter to full-blown tears, this season proves Fire Force isn't just lit, it's god-tier heat. Fire Force Season 3 is back, and guess what? Shinra's still smiling like he's in a toothpaste that during an exorcism. Man's fighting demons with better dental hygiene than most of us. Arthur still thinks he's a knight. Bro, you're wielding plasma, not Excalibur. Calm down before someone hands you a light bulb. And Captain Obi? Still jacked with no powers. Man's bench pressing infernals like their gym equipment. Season 3, where the plot's hot, the fires are hotter, and the fan service? Still hotter than actual hell. Season 3 of the daily life of the immortal king is pure chaotic magic. Wan Ling just wants a normal high school life, but being an immortal genius sorcerer with world-ending powers makes that impossible. And in this season, the threats are even crazier. We've got time loops, evil clones, interdimensional invaders, you name it. But Wan still handles it all with deadpan calm, making it funnier every time he overkills a villain with a bored expression. The humor is sharp, the battles are wild, and the pacing is non-stop. This show mixes slice-of-life comedy with god-level fantasy, and somehow makes it work perfectly. Whether he's accidentally blowing up the moon or trying to impress his crush, Wan Ling is always iconic. If you love sarcasm, crazy power scaling, an anime that never takes itself too seriously, Season 3 cements this show as god-tier entertainment. Season 3 and Wan Ling still trying to stay low-key, with power levels that could one-shot Thanos and Goku before breakfast. Dude sneezes and resets the timeline. Imagine stressing over exams when you are the test. His friends think he's quiet and chill. Yeah, chill like a nuke in sleep mode. And Sun Rome? Still getting saved by Wan Ling so often, she should just put him on her speed dial labeled God Tier Uber. And there you have it, 10 anime so good, they make you forget real life exists. If your watch list didn't grow by at least 5 shows, are you even breathing? From street fights to spirit worlds, humble healers to chaos gods, these series prove one thing: anime never runs out of ways to blow our minds. If you made it to the end, you're officially part of the elite anime squad. No contracts, just emotional damage and killer taste. Don't forget to like, sub, and comment your favorite pick from the list. Or drop one you think I missed. Bonus points if it's not Attack on Titan. Until next time, stay overpowered, avoid toxic parties, and remember, even in the shadows, brilliance shines through. Peace.